Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against Sacramento. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Let's go. You're in.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Exum kicks to Burks. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Exum, averaging 10 points per contest. Shot clock at 3. Off the screen. Jump shot is good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
In for Gordon.
Let's take a look now. Dante Exum's numbers. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not the kind that are going to earn a lot of extra minutes for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger role on the team, those numbers are going to have to be better than just decent.
And he gets it to go. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Favors against Anderson, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Well, Derek Favors still developing offensively. I think he's trying to refine his post-game and his shooting touch, but the potential is still there.
Rivers, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Utah also making a switch. Hood's checked in. Utah trailing here. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks, Doris. Evans outside. Here's Easy Breezy. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. And Davis can't get it to go. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Chicago.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Shot clock at 6. Hood, the pass to Exum. No good from outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good. Easy Breezy's got his second basket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Booker dishes to Exum. Kicks it to Hayward. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound, and that one's good by Favors.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Neither team able to build much as we start the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
Jazz shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Rudy Gobert is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Novak in at the 3. Here's Burks. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Cantor's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Jazz. The Pelicans trail. Now here's Rivers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They set the pick. Munoz. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Novak kicks to Cantor. Stolen by Anderson. Salmons passes to Rivers. Here's Munoz. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Easy breeze. He's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
No one near him. Shot is no good, so Utah will take it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Jazz have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of...
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Knowing it's not...
And so that's the end of the first half. Utah out in front, up by 50.
All right, I want everyone's eyes up here. There are a few clear left.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. And it's Salmons in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Asik dishes to Holiday. Clock at 6. Shot off the pick. And that's good for 2. 6 points for Eric Gordon.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Easy breezes checked in for New Orleans. Jazz leading by 14. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Can't get it to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Burks pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A shot by Hayward, wide open, misses off the right iron.
The Defensive Player of the Year award only came into fruition in the early 80s, but it's mostly been dominated by big men. You have to think at some point Anthony Davis is not only going to win it, but win it multiple times.
Utah shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Burks. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Burks has got 9.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
And with Davis, it almost seems like a foregone conclusion for him. I mean, the way he is able to time shots up as a defender and shot blocker, man, in his prime, still a few years away, you got to think he's going to have a chance to win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, Anthony Davis defying comparison in his young NBA career. As the great Dirk Nowitzki said, in all my years, I've never seen anyone like him. And Coach Monty Williams said, he's not like anyone we've ever seen. He's going to be his own player. Drew Holiday put it plainly, quote, he's the franchise. He's the go-to guy. And everybody here knows it. Kevin, over to you.
Chance to become league MVP in time, Doris. His talent is that caliber, I think. Thank you. And with Davis and the defensive accolades, it isn't just his ability to block shots. That is just the starting point. He changes so many more along the way. And that's what, to me, sticks out the most.
Yeah, it isn't just limited to blocking or altering shots. I mean, he knows how to use his reach and quickness to come up with a lot of steals as well. And really, I wouldn't be shocked if one day he didn't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Some changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Evans comes in for John Salmons. And it's Rivers in for Drew Holiday. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. And Gobert kicks to Burke. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Trey Burke, the National College Player of the Year as a sophomore at Michigan, led the Wolverines, Steve, to the 2013 national title game.
Yeah, the guy's a winner. I mean, he won a state title in high school and then a national title with his AAU team before so much success in Michigan. That's what you love about him.
1:37 left to play here in the third. Here's Easy Breezy. He's got 12, and that one's good.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. His teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Pass to Burke. No good with the layup.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
The shot's good from Munoz.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Munoz. There's the screen. Shot off the screen. Here's Gobert, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pelicans have gone 9 of 10 from the line. So
Nice shooting.
As a team.
New Orleans making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
100% free throws.
Substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Anderson. Salmons comes in for Tyreke Evans. Easy Breezy's checked in for Gordon. And it's Drew Holiday in for Rivers. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. Burks comes in for Exum. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Trevor Booker is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Burke in at the 1. Just 4 to shoot.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
And the Jazz making it. And here's Usher.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A 3 would make it happen.
Here's Munoz. He nails it, and we're tied up.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, an effort